You have entered the cozy awakening, where your soul finds warmth and your spirit finds clarity. So grab your cup of coffee, a cozy blanket, and settle in for the cozy awakening.
Hello, Gypsy Jules, and thank you for joining me on the Cozy Awakening. So cheers to you joining.
Cheers. I even have coffee.
I got my protein coffee in here, so I'm trying to be
Oh,
good.
protein coffee. That's nice.
I have to get that protein in, so mine's a protein coffee, but it's still pretty good, so.
Mine's not healthy. So.
But it's okay. Coffee, I've already gone like through 2 cups of regular coffee. Now I'm just adding in the protein to make me feel a little bit better about
Oh,
my
that's good. Normally, I'm wake up, first thing, coffee, and then probably at least 2, sometimes 3 cups in the morning. But I got in late today, so I've been traveling gypsy. So just got back out of town from a metal detecting event this weekend. So in Edna, Texas, South Texas. So
Oh, beautiful.
it was a wonderful time, and I'm just trying to get acclimated and settle back in. So I kind of rushed in and got ready to
Back
meet
to
some kids.
reality. Back to
So my
reality.
first cup of coffee, and cheers. This is
Well,
great.
cheers to the first cup,
Still,
because that's always the best cup in the morning is that first cup of coffee, that hug in the mug. First cup, always the best. That's my
totally.
first. My walk to the coffee machine is typically like, are my eyes even open?
Right. You have to
Right.
pry them open a little.
Yep, exactly. Well, thank you, Gypsy Jules, for being here on this beautiful, like, Cozy Awakening podcast. If you would like to go ahead and introduce yourself, kind of like a little bit more about who you are and your beautiful, talented, fun journey and excited, like, little stuff that you kind of just, like, put us into where we now get to know what you kind of do, that would be
Okay.
awesome.
Sure. So I'm Gypsy Jules. Of course, that is my nickname. I do have a real name, but I'm not going to share that with you right now. So,
Don't, and that's okay.
um, most people know me as Gypsy Jules through my YouTube channel and my, of course, other uh, social medias. So, and TV, my TV appearances were all under Gypsy Jules. So, most people know me as Gypsy Jules. So, anyway, I kind of did that to keep a little more private life. So
Yep, understand
it's
that. I understand.
really, really crazy because I've got another story for you in a minute. Well, it's
Okay.
happened yesterday, but well, I'm getting ahead of myself. But a little bit about me. I do metal detecting actually for a living. I'm sponsored through part of the Garrett Metal Detecting Field Team, and so I had a meeting right before I talked to you with my sponsor about upcoming events and etc. So anyway, that's what I do. I get to travel to all over different places. Last year they sent me to the Netherlands, and so that was amazing trip. So, but along with that, I'll say part of what I do and some other little factors that came into play fell into my spiritual awakening, so to speak. I was actually raised very religious, and I had kind of a weird dynamic. My mother was very, very religious, and my father was atheist, agnostic, kind of back and forth. Well, there could be a God, maybe not a God, etc. So I grew up with that dynamic, and I had veered towards Christianity because I've I I'm all about kindness, love, etc., etc. And so, but what I didn't, I really kind of, I don't want to offend anyone that is religious because this has, to me, this was my journey. So, I grew up very religious, going to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, every time the doors were open,
Yep.
reading very, I knew my Bible frontwards and backwards, memorized I don't know how many verses. So I was a very devout Christian, if you will. And so it wasn't till many years later, after I kind of some events happened, and then I had gotten married at age 24 and had two boys. I have two kids. And it was after my marriage, really before then, I had always had a lot of things with my, I can't believe I'm talking about this, but my sexual orientation. So an attraction, to same sex. So after
Here's
my
on that.
marriage,
All about that
yeah,
skin, all
you
about that
can't,
stuff. I can
I
never.
mean,
No.
100%. There's just
I'm
nothing
with
like
you.
it. Nothing like it. So, oh my gosh. Yeah. So I guess there was that attraction from way beyond when I was very young. And hindsight, I can look back and see that I had a crush on a girl back in the fourth grade. Well, all the girls, had a crush on her boyfriend, and I didn't understand it. I didn't know that I wasn't raised that way. And then as I got older, I was raised, it was a sin. I was raised, all of that. So that is a big part of, I think, my spiritual awakening as well.
Yeah.
Because after my marriage, I didn't know what to believe. Because I was still under that mindset. I know who I am, and I cannot deny it anymore. And that was part of me where I went through this kind of dark night of the soul, whatever you want to call it, where I was lost on what I believed. And it was very, I questioned myself, am I going to hell? What do I really believe? And it was actually, I will say that part of it, after my marriage, I was with my partner for 9.5 years. And I will say that she helped me with a little bit of my spiritual awakening.
Good.
But most of it was all on my own. I had to question all of that myself. I had to go down all these different rabbit holes of, what did I truly believe? And I don't know your story yet, Krystal. So, but for me, it was a big part was, now that I don't have religion or Christianity, and I could not believe that there could be a hell, or anyone that, that it just, I couldn't fathom it. So, anyway, I think part of it started when I got hooked on watching Long Island Medium.
Oh,
I love Teresa Caputo.
She's a whole vibe. I love her.
She is a hoot and a half. And
Yes.
I remember watching her, and I would just binge. I would binge. And then after binging and just questioning all these questions, well, if there is, and then there was little nuggets that she would sprinkle in there that would make me question, well, is there such thing as reincarnation? Because I had never been taught about that. I'd never been, I'd been taught that our souls were eternal, but I'd never been taught in, religion. I was Church of Christ, very similar to Baptists. So, that, and even a medium, there was certain verses taken out of context and used against, psychics and etc., or anybody that like that. So that was a big step for me to really, once I finally embraced that and learned branched off and learned so much about all of that, then I truly started to awaken to my own beliefs, and became very spiritual. And it continues. You never stop growing. You know, you don't stop growing spiritually at all. It's
The
a
lessons
continuation.
don't stop.
They don't. And sometimes there's some hard lessons, and I don't like the hard lessons.
It's like I think I'm gonna stop. I think I need a breath, like from these lessons right now. If we could just like pause, give me like a couple weeks in between lessons, that would be great. But it'll take you whenever you're meant to.
It does. And it is an ebb and flow for sure, because you have to have the. I used to, and I even remember learning about positive ions, and I'm big into science as well. So, kind of a science nerd.
I love
So,
it.
so I remember even in high school, I went half day. I ended up with an art scholarship, and I went half day to school, and half day I worked. I went I got my first job, and then I went to college on an art scholarship. And because it was offered to me, I would have never probably chose that. But I love art, and I am an artist. But being offered that art scholarship, just kind of, it's where I was meant to go, I guess. So, um, and I learned a lot in that as well. I just remember a teacher I had, and she was teaching us about energy and about positive ions and negative ions, and how you can even walk into a room and you can change the mood like that. Your energy, your vibration is so important. And that stuck with me, even though my dad is a science nut, and I learned a lot about energy and so much from my father. I adore my father. He's the sweetest man. We've got a great relationship. But he's we call him the mad scientist. He's got many little inventions. He's got a lot of stuff. He even built some Tesla coils. So, yeah. So again, energy. So once I started learning more about energy and the chakras, etc., our energy, that was a whole nother door and a ton of stuff to learn. And I think what helped me there actually is my first encounter with a Reiki therapist. And before I went through kidney cancer. That's another big part of my awakening, my spiritual awakening, is I discovered when I was with my partner, um, that I had kidney cancer. And when I went through that, they removed my right kidney. 6 months later, they found more cancer. And at that point, they said, you've got 5 to 10 years to live. And I just, that's when you really take a deep dive into what's really in your soul. I mean, it's like a death sentence. And really get down to the bottom, of what you truly believe. And that was another turning point for me, I guess, in my spiritual awakening, because I didn't know if I was going to live or die. Luckily, my doctor did surgery and got all the cancer, and I'm cancer free. And so that was about almost 8 years ago. But sorry if I'm talking too much.
Oh no, I'm all here for this. I am listening, supporting. I am here. This is your space, our space. Don't worry. I love all of this.
Okay. So after that, after my last surgery, I was recovering from my surgery, and we had went on a little trip to Kansas, and I got to metal detect at this beautiful Victorian home. I found some amazing stuff, and we were on our way back home, and I'm just kind of in the zone thinking about, oh, that was so fun. It was so good to get back out and do what I love. I'm so passionate about metal detecting, treasure hunting. It's one of my, first loves. And then I'm sitting there kind of looking out the window, and all of a sudden I literally hear, and I'd never heard anything like this. I literally hear start a YouTube channel.
Okay, okay.
I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't know anything about any social media stuff besides my Facebook page.
I
So
had
I
to
did have,
teach you how to start a podcast, okay?
hey,
Zero idea, so I'm with you on that. I
you
understand you
got to
fully.
start somewhere, right? And you're doing a great job. And I am so proud of you. Cheers.
I am so scared. Well, thank you. Cheers on that. I completely understand where you're coming from with the having zero idea and what are you talking about? Why are you telling me this part? Because zero idea on my end also, and here I am.
Right.
Listen.
And, and so I did not know anything about YouTube. And so I, at that time, I sit there and I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And Amanda was like, okay, great. So a month later, I started a YouTube channel. And that's what led me to become sponsored by Garrett, my TV appearances, etc. And I never ever would have imagined that my little hobby would lead into what I'm doing now full time, So um, it's again, I don't know if that voice was my spirit guides. I don't know if it was source. I don't know if it was my higher self. I guess it's kind of all one and the same, really, when you get down to it. But um, yeah, so that happened. And
Well, I'm proud of you. Look at where it's taking you. Like, what's the crazy part of it is you have to listen. Like,
you have to
they're
be
like,
willing to listen.
yes, they are like telling you, even like whispering, telling you these things, and you're just like, okay, hold up. Let me just chat GPT what that even is, or how is this even possible? Like,
Right?
how could I be doing something that I have zero experience in? And like, okay, let's just think about this, and then it just kind of falls in where it's meant to. Is very, very much going in your path, and look at where the beautiful journey that you're on now. You get to travel beautiful places, finding treasures, living your beautiful, beautiful soul's journey. I love
And
that. I love that you get to do that.
you know what the best part is, though, is like this weekend. The real treasure is the people you meet.
Yes.
Because I meet so many amazing people and from all over and get to connect with them. And we have our lovely social medias that helps us connect from all across the pond, friends in the UK, friends in the Netherlands, friends in France. It's amazing what
It is
our
beautiful.
technology, what we can do these days, and being able to connect. And like you're going to be connecting all over with your podcast, and how I can connect with my YouTube channel to people all the way around the world. And it's amazing that we can shine that light, even though we sometimes may not see it ourselves. And we have a hard time. I know I do.
Oh
I have a
yeah,
hard time.
I have with that too. Me too. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. It's not always easy.
It's not. And we tend to not see or dim our own lights, but it's important to just keep on shining and keep on.
Keep on shining. Keep on seeing that path. Keep on listening, even when we're like, that makes zero sense. So I didn't even know what a healer was. So I had opened up a meetup group when I was first kind of like lost with what was happening to me. Because I was like, I have zero friends that are going through this really. I need to kind of figure out more of what I was. And so I opened up a meetup group. And when I opened up that meetup group, that's when everybody was on there. And it kind of like popped off real quick. And I was like, I have zero idea really what I'm doing. And I was like, okay. And they were like, you are a healer. And I'm like, well, what's a healer? Like, what is that? And they're like, just That's what you are.
Mhm.
You are meant to kind of help other people. You're meant to. And I was like, okay. And I actually took a class by like a really awesome person, and it kind of helped me detect more of like who I was and what my gifts were. And I was like, oh, that's, everyone doesn't have that. Okay. So I'm still kind of like learning, but I do know, I do can 100% claim I'm a healer. I'm an empath. Um, I am very intuitive in a lot of different areas. I'm not a medium. I don't, like, of course, I never know where my life is going to take me or my journey is going to take me, but um, right now I don't have,
That ability.
beautiful ability. It is one of the most beautiful things out there. I
Right.
don't, and I love that other people have that. I would
Mhm.
probably, I don't know if that's a part of my future. I kind of love more where I'm at now. I don't want to be sad all the time, and
Right.
I would be sad with them. And I already cry
Yeah.
enough with people at the grocery store in front of the avocados. I at the airport on like the phone.
Right.
That just
Well,
breaks my heart. So I'm hoping that isn't a part of my journey. If it is, I will take it on. But
you will embrace it if it comes.
yes, but I don't want to be sad anymore. My heart just feels too much with
Right.
them, like connects too much. So I'm,
Well, especially with you being an empath,
mhm,
you feel it, and I'm friends now with a lot of psychics and psychic mediums and stuff, and yeah, they feel a lot of times they feel the pain of when that person passed. Well, like I said, we're talking about Teresa Caputo, and how she played a big part in my awakening. Same, yeah, exactly. Crying while you're at by the
yes,
avocados because you're connecting to somebody's mother or father or
yes, yes.
grandfather. I I I hope I don't ever get that. I don't want that gift either. I will say my gift, and I'm still learning, and I think I'm getting new gifts as well that are coming in. In fact, I had some crazy things happen last night.
Ooh, I'm
And
down to hear what happened. Ooh,
but I think because we are entering that fifth, we are in the great spiritual awakening.
yes,
More and more of us are coming onto our gifts, etc. For me, I didn't think I had any kind of gift, but I have that. I just know things, and I don't know how I know them. I don't know,
yes,
and
I'm
I'm
with
like, and then I'm learning to trust that gut feeling. We've all have
you.
that
Yes,
gut instinct, but we're not taught to listen to that. We're dulled that with the foods that we're given, with you know, the poisons in our. You don't want to get me started on
yeah,
all that,
I
but
already know all that. I'm with
right,
you as well. That's
right,
a whole
um,
different podcast.
right. That's another one for another day. Um, but yeah, I went down all those rabbit holes as well, and I've become more holistic, more, um, trying to, do what's best, and then trying to help awaken other people. But I know it's not my job to help awaken. I think it's more like the ripple effect. As long as we are loving and kind and just keep doing what we love and what we're passionate about, that's just going to awaken more people, and it's just going to be that ripple effect.
Yep. Yes.
That's what it's
And
really about.
being there for other people and just sharing the journey, because it is very confusing. It's very kind of lonely. It's very like you start to question your own self, like, okay,
Oh
am I
yeah.
crazy as hell, or why did I just hear that? Why do I feel like this? Like, why do I just know to tell you the most randomest thing? Like, keep the case of water in your car. Someone is going to need it. How come I know to tell somebody that? I've never told anybody to keep the case of water in their car until you today, when I'm telling you, because they're, you know, something was brought up, and it was a life coaching session, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, they were just like, I bought this case of water, like I just am trying to bring it to the people that are going through, you know, the fires and things like that. And she was very, very stressed about it. And I was like, hold on. I was like, I don't feel like that is where the water is meant to go. And I was like, I know it sounds crazy. I know they can use the water, but I'm telling you, keep the case of water in your car because it's going to be used for somebody else. And you're going to need that water. And she just kind of was like, looked at me and was like, and I'm like, I don't know how I know this. I just know. I just know. And she messaged back later on and was like, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. You don't even need to explain anything to me. I just know she found the answers that she needed. She was very, very stressed about getting this water to the people that were going through fires and things.
Fires.
Her heart is there.
Right.
And being able to was very, I don't know how I know that. I'm not reading a book that says, tell this one to put water in the car and keep it in. It's, you just know the most random stuff and what to say and what to do. So I am that also. Not even fully sure. I'm just here being me, learning as I go.
We all are.
Yep.
We really all are. And it does what, you know, and that's what's so important about your podcast is giving people a voice to share their experiences, because you never know what influence that will make. And by you continually sharing your awakening and your experience, and I mean, that's what you've been doing on TikTok. That's how we found each other.
Yes.
But, you know, because I follow a lot of spiritual.
Once you get in there, once you start getting in that on your For You page, you're like, follow.
And I'm thinking yours must have came up because I loved following the tarot card readers. I mean, I've got a few decks of my own, but I'm not a reader or anything. Occasionally I'll do a pull. I've been doing more pulls, and then I'll look it up to see what the meaning is.
Yeah.
Because it's true. It's all energy, and that's just a tool. All it is a tool to help relay a message, and you're just asking, and then it's just telling you, and then whatever gift you're using or whomever, you know, well, you already know, but maybe someone in the audience doesn't know, but I use different tools now. Like I said, I'm big into energy, and I understand frequency a lot better from a scientific standpoint, and then how we resonate frequencies. You know, like I was talking about the positive ion and the negative ion. Well, you can't have a battery without the positive and the negative. You have to have both.
Okay, I love that analogy.
But I mean, it's so true. And if we don't have the negative, we can't see the positive, but it works together. Even the technology behind a metal detector, and I'm not going to geek out here or nerd out, but it works off of frequencies.
Yes.
And it sends a frequency now, like the main machine I use sends multi frequencies into the ground. And then when a metal target, that frequency is hitting or going down into the ground, and then when it hits that, like say if it were to hit this ring here, it nulls it out, which basically, it's hard to describe. it goes back up to your receiver, and then will give you a noise or a number or both that alerts you, hey, there's something interrupting this frequency. It's basically an interruption is what it is. And that's how basically how a metal detector works. And I think we are kind of the same. We're frequency beings. We're energetic beings, and we are constantly emitting energy, positive and negative. And it's like a fine radio. We're tuning. We don't realize we've got all these antennas, all these little, whatever, these receivers, and it's true. And that's just exactly how you're receiving your messages, and you're more in tune now to these messages.
Oh, yes. I am very, very much. It's like once you start down
once you open that up,
it's like, that makes sense. That makes sense. I didn't think about it like that, but that is fully what I'm going through right now. And it's like, as everyone has called it, leveling up.
Yeah.
It is a level up. And as you level up, the higher you get, the more you never want to go back down. Never. So let me ask you. So this is a question I ask everybody.
Okay.
I know you're kind of still a little bit, like learning more and more, that's why I'm excited to hear what your answer is. Would you, if you had a choice to say, I want to be completely normal, no gifts, no nothing, or stay on the journey that you're on while you're still evolving, still learning, would you go back to living a normal, non-spiritual life?
I couldn't.
That's what I hear from everybody. Nobody ever wants to go back to that life. And it's so crazy because it's so hard going through the people that you lose through this journey, going through the chaos, the questioning yourself, the hard times of feeling alone, but we still don't want to go back. That's what's so crazy to me.
It is a lonely world. Well, and it's been really difficult for me as well because, like, say, my Facebook, for instance, people know me as Gypsy Jules. They know me as this treasure hunter, and I'm posting my finds and I'm posting my videos, etc. But a lot of them, I let just glimmers of my spirituality, because so many of these people are so steeped into religion and the way they've been taught growing up that I can't and have not been able to be truly authentic, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Especially like when you've got a big following, when you get recognized.
You're kind of just like, but you like, actually my last guest I was just talking about, being authentically you. Nobody else can be you. Nobody.
You can't.
And you are only here to be just who you are. This crazy spiritual thing, being a part of the LGBT community, which I love all of them. Like, I'm just like, oh, let's hang out. Like, I love it. And it's the more you find you, the more you get to be who you are. And instead of feeling like you have to hide this from here, this from here, this from here, let the people fall off that don't belong to you, and let it make room for the ones that do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of negative people, and it's hard. Like, you're in a position where you're like, this is also my career. But see on the other side, see who the spiritual, the LGBTQ, those people are now going to join in on you too.
Yeah. You want to hear a crazy story?
Ooh, yes. Are you kidding? Story time. I also want to hear about your other thing that you were talking about last night. Let's get into the fun. Like, all right.
Okay. So, you know, and the audience doesn't know, I recently lost my mother.
Yes. Yes.
And I lost her on the 9th of this month. What are we? June 9th. And I think you were in Texas. We were going to try to get together and maybe go for a little treasure adventure. And it, we, I couldn't because it, um, she went very quickly. I had taken her to the emergency room. I had been out of state. I think I was in Tennessee. I came back from a trip, came to check on my parents, and the next thing I know, Dad has just taken my mom to the emergency room, and she went to get a scan the next day, and then the very next day she just started she couldn't move her arm and a bunch of stuff. And so I took them to the emergency room that night. I said, you want me to take you? And said yes. I got back at 2 a.m. I don't know if I should talk about family stuff. I have a difficult brother.
Whatever you want to share, whatever you like.
Because I know this will be going out.
I know what you
but
mean.
I'm just kind of scared how much to share. But part of this has to do with me living authentically as well. So my brother's very difficult. I never came out to him. I only came out to my father years ago, and he gave me a interesting scientific explanation of why it's okay. It's hilarious.
It's the way he's able to vibe with it. Like his energy is like,
it's totally
scientifically, there we go. Like that's where he's
right.
And that's kind of beautiful, kind of cute.
It was so adorable. I don't know if I'm gonna tell that, but
by the way, your dad is so cute. I love him.
He is so adorable. He really is. And so long story short, took him to the emergency room. Then I was there, and Dad came out of there, and she got her test results back, and the cancer had spread all over, and they said hospice. And so I did all that, called hospice, got hospice set up, and then it was not even a week, and she was gone. And I felt really guilty because I was not gone. I was not there with her the day it happened. I went out of town, and I don't want to say this, but I went on a date.
It's okay.
Anyway, and it's not really it was a date, but anyway, we went out of town. She went metal detecting with me. We drove to Louisiana, and I was planning on. I had told my mother the day before. I said, "Is there anything you need? I can fix you some coffee." And by then, her voice had gotten really weak. I kissed her on the forehead and said goodbye. And that thought in the back of my mind happened, that it may be the last time, but I didn't expect it. I still thought I was coming back that evening. Then, long story short, they were on our way back to drop my friend off. There was a major car accident on the highway. There was a 5-car accident, and a truck, an 18-wheeler involved, and we were on the highway for 5 hours waiting, just stop traffic. So got back late, and then as soon as I was getting ready to leave and go back, a major storm hit. And I mean, literally there was a bolt of lightning right in front of me. And she's like, you need to stay. And I was like, okay. So that guilt. So that next morning she left to go to work. I walked her dogs. I was literally walking her dog, getting ready to head back. And I got a phone call from my cousin. He said, Gypsy, I think your mom just passed. And I just lost it. I lost it because the only thing I could think of is, when I said I would be back that night and I wasn't there. And I wasn't there to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And anyway,
Ugh.
so I hopped in the car, headed back, and then we called hospice. They came, pronounced her dead, etc. All of this stuff. And then, the funeral home came out and took her. And anyway, that whole experience, I'd never experienced anything, like that. I had my grandparents, but I'd never that had passed, and close relatives that had passed, but no one that close to me, especially my, we have one mother and one. So, long story short, I never came out to my mom. I had opportunities. One was because my brother tried to out me. I was actually showing my brother's, I think it was a TikTok video I was sharing with him one night, just trying to chill and trying to, after my mom got sick. And of course there's during Pride Month, or I've got this rainbow thing on my phone, and all of a sudden he sees it, and I noticed his eyes, but I'm pretty sure, even though I never came out, that he knew. And I had another opportunity to come out to my mom, but I knew because of her religion that she would have to face that demon and stick to her beliefs and condemn me in her mind to hell or whatever. And so I had made that choice, not to tell her. And then I had like 2 days before she passed, I had another opportunity because my brother literally came in the house screaming that I was gay.
Oh my.
And while my mom's in the hospice bed. And then so when I got back, Mom told me what he'd said, and I still didn't say anything.
And that's okay. If she asked,
I knew she knew, but
okay,
she didn't ask. She didn't say that. She just said, "This is what your brother was saying." And so, anyway, long story short, I still now. So there was a little bit of guilt after she passed, but at the same time, I felt good about my choice because I knew that would have made it even harder for her if I would have said it while she's in her deathbed, literally in her deathbed. And I didn't want to put her through that and that anguish. So I didn't say anything. Well, then 2 days later, I'm working on another project. I'm working with a medium, and she is not like she's more of a remote viewer, highly sensitive. She works on cold cases, and it is going to be a TV show. And I'm the one that I wrote the pitch deck over a year and a half ago. And I was working with a different psychic, and it didn't work out with that psychic for one reason or the other because she had moved and a bunch of family stuff. And then when I met Melissa, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to tell you about this pitch deck for a TV show I wrote. And I shared it with her, and she's like, oh my gosh, it's meant to be, source, God, whatever puts you in the path of the right people. Well, I'm on the phone after she's asking me how I'm doing. I'm still coping with all the stuff and getting the funerals, the memorial service ready, and my mom's last wishes, etc. And we're talking on the phone, and she says, your mom's here.
Oh, wow. Oh gosh, I already know. Okay.
Yep. I know you know. I got
Okay, keep
chills, right?
going.
I've got chills right now.
Yep, me too. I'm with you on that. Okay, keep.
Okay. So she goes, your mom's got a message for you. And it's like, okay. Okay. And first she said, but right now she's telling, so Melissa's saying this. So right now your mom is telling me that her soul is going through, and she named off two words Melissa and I had never even heard of.
Okay.
And one of them was similar to the word of lamentation. And I can't remember what the other, we did not record this. I wish I had this recorded because this was spur of the moment. Mom came to her, had a message. So she said her soul was still going through this lamentation. And then she named off another word. And Melissa and I are like, what in the world is that? And so she started describing it. And she said, well, it's kind of when you have to see different things in your life and how you affected other people in your life. And I go, oh, I know what that is. And I said, and Melissa goes, what? And I said, it's like your soul review. It's your life review. And Mom goes, yes, that's what I'm going through right now. And I'm almost finished. And so she goes into deep depth. My mom goes into deep depth about how that's working. And I had known enough about it, but there's things I learned that I'd never known. And I'm going to share it with y'all now. She said that her soul had to see through the eyes of others how she affected them in this lifetime, in this incarnation. And not only how she affected them, but she had to feel all the emotions of what they felt, which I had heard that before, but this is what I'd never heard. She said that not only that, but she could see how it affected and the choices she made, how it affected them. But she also got to see other choices she could have made and a potential outcome. That blew me away. I'd never heard that.
Okay.
So, anyway, that was what she told us. Then she said, well, I've got a message for her. And so she asked Melissa to get her Bible. And of course, my mom asked for the Bible.
Oh.
Okay, so she said, she wanted Melissa to get out her Bible. And she says, okay, I'll get out my Bible. So she goes and gets her Bible. And she says, I want you to open up your Bible. And I will guide you to what she needs to hear. And she's kind of arguing with my mom. Well, how's that going to be what she needs to hear? And she's like, it will be what she needs to hear.
Just listen to me, okay?
And my mom was getting a little feisty with her.
You're like, yep, that's my mom.
I was like, yep, that's her. So she's like, it will be what she needs to hear. And so I was like, so she goes, okay. So she went and got her Bible. And she said, literally, as she opened it up, she felt like there were hands on her, guiding her. And as she, was guided, she pressed down, and it was something, if I can remember, I think it was Old Testament. It was Ezekiel 42 verse 11. I'm 45, somewhere in there. I wrote it down. It's somewhere. I think that's what it was. And so Melissa starts reading it to me, and I'm going, and then the more she reads, I was like, oh, I know what she's saying. So in the verse, it was talking about the temple. Well, a lot of people think of a temple as a place of worship. They think of a temple, in this case, was talking about the temple, our body is our temple. Our soul resides in this temple. We are a part of Source, God, whatever you believe, whatever your beliefs are. We are a piece of Source in a body, in a temple. And the message, I said, I think I know what she means. And she said, what? And I said, I think she means that your body is your temple. It's okay to be.
Who you are.
And I said that word, you know, it's okay to be who you are. It's okay because it's your temple to do with what you wish to do with. And I was just like bawling and, you know, and I knew what she meant, that whether, and it went, she went on to say stuff like she was sorry that I couldn't be my authentic self because of her. And she said the hardest part of what she was going through, her soul, her life review, was the part with me. And probably a lot because of that and who I am, and because I am gay, and it's not how I was raised. And most of society is taught that it's not okay, but it is.
It is
And
okay.
it is. And that confirmation means the world to me. And I knew it was my mom. There was other confirmations that she said and a lot of other messages. I won't share that with you. They were very personal. But that to me means so much. I couldn't ask for anything more.
She's giving you that message to be who you are. And
Really?
what a beautiful message, like from like your mom. Like, that's so beautiful. I'm so glad that came through. Like, that's because now I feel like you're going to take that and you're going to be able to be you more. And you're going to be able to say, like, my mom's okay with it and I never got to tell her, especially with how she was, like, passing, and you're like, I don't want to, like, put that onto her. But you got your message across and she got to give that to you. And that's
Right.
so beautiful, because you are such a beautiful soul, such a beautiful soul. And all I want for you is to live authentically being you, because you are, damn it, you're so beautiful. Like, and to hold that from the world, like to stop being you because you're afraid of what people are going to judge you for. Like, you don't hold back. This world needs you to be who you are in every which way. And I know your mom, and like, you were nervous about that, and now it's almost like you get to live freely who you are even more, knowing she's okay with it. And she did know. And you don't have to worry about coming, like, that you didn't get the chance to come out. It's almost like she brought that out, and just kind of, that's how it was meant to be, was brought out. And
I believe that now. Yeah, totally. I believe that.
Damn it, you just be you. You got the whole world over here, girl. No one else is gonna be you but you. Be your beautiful self. Don't hold the world away from, because if people are gonna be awful. People are always gonna judge either you or this person or whatever for being, but that's their own problem. That's
right.
Not you.
And that's part of their life review later on, once they're passed from this body, you know? They're going to have to learn that lesson themselves. This is a school. It's a school, right?
Let them dim your beautiful shine. You are such a beautiful soul. Don't dim yourself for this dark world. You just shine. Just shine. And I am so glad. Like, my heart feels so happy that you got that message from her. because that, like, I feel like with that message from her, you're going to be more you, and you're going to be able to feel
I've
more.
already started. I've already started doing that, and like there was family members that I hadn't come out to. I did after right before her memorial service. I had family members come for the memorial service that I don't care anymore. And it was Pride Month. June, she passed during Pride Month. I ended up going with my best friend to Pride in a local town not far, and that's only the second one I've ever been to. And that was after I received that message, and
It felt like it was okay now. Dang, I'm so freaking
it's a
proud
coming
of
home in a way to
you. Yeah.
myself.
Oh, hey,
You
I'm
know,
gonna be throwing a lesbian camp out if you want to come. Just letting you know, it's in
let me
August.
know. I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, I'm so freaking proud of you. I can't wait to see you live more authentically and not feel like you have to be hidden. And I can't wait for you to see all the beauty that you bring to the world by being just who you are. Like, no more dimming that. Don't hide you from the world. The world needs you. So I am so glad. Like, my heart is like, I've been there with you before that message came, before you even, like, you know, we had talked about it, about how you didn't want, you know, to put that out there. And it's like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're doing it. You're living you. And I'm so proud. Like,
I'm trying to be more. I mean, on all of my socials except for Facebook, I think I've got a little rainbow there. But not everybody understands. But
and that's okay. That is
um,
okay.
and part of it that makes it super difficult for me, and I'm slowly, you know, I have a huge following with my YouTube and etc. fans that follow me that are men, that are male, and it makes it that much harder because, you know, I was married to a man and I have children, and so a lot of people don't see that. They don't understand that I am who I am now, and so they still think, you know, I get proposals. I get all kinds of crazy stuff.
I've gotten a comment where it's like, will you marry me? And I'm like, dang, did we skip the whole like U-Haul stage?
Yeah, totally.
I'm like,
I get
in the dating scene over here in the lesbian world, it's like we U-Hauled first. Now we just, will you marry me? And I'm
will you
like,
marry me?
I
Skipped a section there.
I'm
Yeah.
Krystal. Like, we don't even get married now.
Know each other.
Like, we don't even get to say, like, no, we just get married. I guess I've been out that long. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to, yeah. Well,
Wow.
okay. So I love that. I love that message that you got. I love that part of your beautiful journey, and that you're kind of like finding more and being you more in this journey. What is something that you feel like within your spiritual awakening, other than that, because that's a huge impact, that kind of where you started to see the awakening just unfold fully to where it kind of just changed everything for you, and you were basically like, let's embrace it all?
You know, this is going to sound crazy, but I have learned so much about spirituality from TikTok.
Yep. I'm with you.
TikTok, but I did take a deep dive before then. So I had subscribed to the Gaia channel. I don't know if you're familiar with the Gaia channel. Oh gosh, girl.
I'm scared.
The Gaia channel is so informative. One of my favorite shows on the Gaia channel is, it's called Open Minds, and it's led by a woman that retired from mainstream. I think she was like some type of newscaster, etc. Trying to think of her name right now, and I can't. But um, Open Minds, you can look it up. That's one of my favorite shows. I learned everything from science to our untold history, which I already knew. Our history was not what, and especially with the finds that I found. And that's a book that I'm working on too. And I've got two books that I'm working on right now.
Of course you do. You are so amazing. I love it. I love it. Okay, sorry.
So one of the books I'm working on, actually is kind of a weird book for some people, but it's a coffee table book. It's on cemetery headstones, tombstones.
Ooh, okay.
So, and it has been so fun. So on my trip back, that's why it took longer to get here. We ended up staying an extra day. My photographer came with me, and she's helping me take these photos for my book. And we were at the cemetery
Ooh.
in this town, and I had my hat on. I don't have my hat in here, but my hat that I sometimes wear when I'm out doing my thing. And somebody from the road recognized me,
Oh my
pulled
goodness.
around through and said, I think that's Gypsy. Didn't even see my car. I was parked under some trees at the cemetery. Sure enough, yeah. We got invited to their private property to go take pictures at a private little small family cemetery, his historical cemetery on their property. So we did that, which made us get back later last night. So, but if that's not serendipity, source, God, just making those connections for us,
Yes.
I don't know what is, you know. Um, but that's one little thing that happened just yesterday.
The places that you end up, the journey, like when you're on your journey, the people that come into your journey
Mm-hmm.
are all meant to be there. Like
100%. It's our
they
soul
pass
family.
that day. They pass that day just to see and just to make sure that they seen you, kind of a thing, and they were meant to show you that part. That's beautiful.
It's our soul family,
Mhm.
right?
Wow. Wow. Okay. Now, is there any advice or anything that you feel that other people going through the awakening could use?
Advice. Besides, when everyone thinks you're crazy, when I started telling my parents and friends little things, oh, well, she watches, one of them I would try to share something that I was watching on Gaia, or I would try to share a TikTok video with someone, and they're sitting there like, they don't get it, they don't understand, they don't. Um, that part was really difficult because then people start looking at you, well, she's crazy,
Yes.
you know, and we do, we get that.
Yes.
Especially, it's especially hard with family and the people you're closest to. But I feel like by letting our, true light shine and being more authentic, again, there it is, living more authentically in our truth and in what our knowledge of what we know about ourselves, that we are, that we embody, this houses just a portion of the vast
Universe.
universe that it is, that just keeps on and keeps on going because it is infinite.
Yeah.
Until most people aren't going to get that, and you can try. I ran into this so many times, and I'm sure you have, and some of the listeners have, where you try to share something just to maybe spark something, and I have been able to spark some awakenings actually, um, and that makes you feel good, to be able to spark those. but you can't change people. You can't make up people's mind. And so my advice would be, you know, try not to let it bother you. Try to move on and just send them blessings, send them love and light. And if it's meant to be, they'll come around. If not, you know, they're going to fall away if it's not. And especially it's hard when it's family members, because those are the ones that you're closest to. My mom even called me when she was still alive because of some of the things that I was interested in. One day she called me a witch. And that connotation of that word, it was meant to whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when they don't understand truth, you know, spirituality, and wouldn't even hear me out, you know, won't hear you out and let you explain, because it's a lot. Because it is a gradual thing, and that we're awakening to our gifts as well. People aren't, you can sit there, I can start at one and then go through what I used to believe and what I believe now, and most people aren't, they're still not going to get it, because it's that spark has got to be made within them, and then that's got to grow. We're only there to let it shine, that's all.
Yes. And the people you lose along the journey, it hurts.
It hurts.
It does hurt, but it's also, they're kind of meant in for a certain timing of your life.
Right.
And sometimes when they head out,
Uh-huh.
it is hard. It is hard, but it's okay. Because it makes room for you to be who you are authentically, genuinely, and not feel like you have to hide who you are.
And I want to touch on that. You made a really good point. Something I learned a couple of years ago. Well, I learned actually probably through Teresa Caputo and other my journey about soul contracts that you make before you incarnate here. And I ended up having a soul contract reading, and I was seeing someone at the time, and things were starting to, you know, I was getting the signs and the red flags and this and that. And of course, in my reading, you know, this lady was like, so are you are you in a relationship? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, do you want to know anything about it? And I'm like, yeah. And she comes back and says, your soul contract is up. And I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, do you know what that means? And I said, yes. So it was very hard to do, but I broke up with her it took me 2 weeks to get up the nerve to find the right way to do it. But I broke it off with her. But we're meant to sojourn with some people for just a little while to learn lessons and to keep growing spiritually. And I'm so grateful for that person. I'm so grateful. I learned and probably helped her grow as well. And it's hard. That was the hardest part, because you do love them.
Yes. That is very, it's like
being loved.
It doesn't mean you don't love them. It does not mean that, you know, it's just not for you anymore. The flags, those red flags, they just keep pounding you over the damn head. It's almost like a bat.
The intuition until you reach that breaking point.
Yep.
That's something I learned one time in a reading. It was not a personal reading. It was somebody else. It might have, anyway, another psychic, and was saying that we are given so many signs sometimes, and you're whacked on the head. Like, how bad does it have to get?
Yes.
Get that divorce. Leave that person. It has been over. That soul contract was over a long time ago, and we stay miserable, and we keep, because of what society has taught us.
Yes. Those red flags, they'll hit you hard. And it's just like, it's like there's just somebody that's just like bat, 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 bat. How many red flags do we have to hit you over with? Here's this, here's this, here's this. Why are you still here? How many? And it's hard, but it's like, it's hard to let go of something you still feel connected to.
It is.
Memories, it's you feel content, you still feel safe sometimes, but it's like you're not listening to what you deserve, you're not listening to what your journey is, you're not like, why are we, it's hard.
It is.
Those red flags, they'll hit you over and over until you listen.
Until you listen. And sometimes we don't listen very well, and we just finally we're slapped down in the mud going, okay, I surrender,
Yeah.
That's what it takes. But I was grateful for that reading that I had, that soul contract reading. I had learned some interesting other stuff in that reading about past lives and some of my I was a treasure hunter in several of my past lives. So that was interesting to learn. And then also an investigator. So anyway,
I can see that.
I would totally encourage people to go have a soul contract reading done if they can. There's several on TikTok you can find. So it's these days, the spirit, I will say, from when I started my spiritual journey, it seems like there are so many more people opening and awakening.
It's a huge awakening. We are in a crazy awakening.
The age of Aquarius, for sure.
It is an unbelievable thing, and that's where I'm like, I know I'm not alone. Like, once I started my awakening, I was like, I'm not alone on this. Like, there's a lot of people very confused, just like me. Mm-hmm. Like, what? Let's see if we can connect. Let's be lost together. And here we are. The Cozy Awakening is underway, and it's been, I'm telling you, Gypsy, the stuff I've seen, the people I've talked to are,
I can't even imagine,
inspiring. Like, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I just
how will people be able to listen to the podcast?
They are going to be able to go to the YouTube channel. So I have my YouTube connected into my TikTok's bio. And right now I'm just putting the teasers out.
Yeah.
And because I've got, I want to make sure, because, I live that RV nomad life, living my journey.
You're a gypsy of all your own.
Yes. My journey that I'm loving everything about. Like, my soul has changed from this journey. My heart has changed. Like, I am living my best life right now, and I am so happy. It's like a whole different me.
You're manifesting a totally different life for yourself now.
Yes. And I didn't think I was going to be able to do this until I retired. And until I retired, and I was like, this is where I was meant to be right now. And then it was like, once, like, the life coaching, which I love my life coaching business. I love it. I love my clients. I love just being that safe spot for them. Right. And then now I'm like doing this as well, and it's everything just kind of fell in where it was.
It just falls in when it's meant to be. It falls into place, and we don't always listen to those, and we get nudged and nudged and nudged and nudged. And I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you and what you're doing, and you're going to help sprinkle some awakening magic.
I hope.
You are. You already are.
I hope so.
You already have been, or you wouldn't have been led to do the podcast.
Yes. It's like my heart knows I'm meant to be doing this, but I'm also like in my area where I'm like, oh man, like, I don't know, am I sure? Like, what am I doing? And then I'll always get that message that'll confirm, of course, that yes, you are
what you're meant to do.
Stop being stubborn. Just listen. It's gonna be okay. Like, because I'm a little like stubborn when it comes to that, because I left what I thought was a content life. I worked so hard to be in that life, you know, that home, that business, that every like to like have it all flip. And now I feel like I'm living my peaceful life that I could have never imagined. I could have
Right.
never imagined being able to live as free and peacefully as I am right now. Now, I mean, of course, everything's not butterflies and all that, but my soul sees the life differently, more peacefully, more like I'm doing what I'm meant to. My health has gotten so much better. My like everything just kind of like is like, good
Positive.
job, you're listening. Thank you for listening. Here we go. You're gonna start feeling better. Your heart, your peace, everything is coming along with you listening. So I'm like, ooh, take me. I'm coming. Like, let now just bring in all the money. Bring in like I'll never have to worry, and we'll be all right. So it's following.
Yeah, and it's learning to let go of that, because we try to control that through our jobs, and uh, jobs are it's slavery.
Yes.
And once you truly break free from that, and it's been hard for me to let go of that as well, and trust and know that I am a part of source and I am creating my own reality. That's another whole different dynamic that I didn't understand till the last couple of years of awakening. And once you realize that and you start learning, I'm terrible at meditating. I
That's where I
stinking it.
struggle. I
I
struggle there too.
struggle.
So
I'm
you know,
so ADD. And then if I try to do it at night, then all of a sudden there I am,
so I
falling
know you told
asleep.
me. So I do these. So I went to a class
Hmm.
and somebody had given me these, and you put on like meditation music and you like go through like the different
The
beads, and
different
that helps me. That
helps
is the only way I can stop thinking about this,
the
that,
monkey
this, that,
brain.
and it closes my brain, but to where I still stay awake. So same with you. This is what I use, and it
Okay.
does help.
I may
Somebody
try that.
I went to a yoga meditation class to try to
Mhm.
learn how to quietly like quiet my brain, like listen to my brain and just absorb how to meditate. My sister, my beautiful sister, I love her so much. She is like actually like one of my best friends. She is her soul.
It's awesome.
She was the one in
She's
Texas
the one in
when we would
Texas.
go hang out. Yeah, she was the one
Okay.
in Texas. She goes, I called her one day and she was like, I was like, oh, sorry, because I could tell her voice was kind of like tiredish sounding. I was like, you okay? Like,
Mhm.
what's going on? And she goes, oh no, I'm just standing by the washer meditating. And I was like, you
Washer.
can do that while you're doing laundry? I was like, dang, what is your secret? I can't even do that. Like, so she just gets into like the whole like stuff. I'm like, gosh, you're
That's
so amazing.
That's amazing. That is amazing. And that was another thing, that Gaia channel that I was telling you about. There's a lot of tips and things on there where they've got a lot of meditating things and talking about the benefits. And another one was actually, I think I have his book here, and I got this, my dad got this as a gift. Let me grab
Oh,
it.
your dad. I just love that guy. He's adorable. Like, I just can't with him.
So this is You Are the Placebo, Making Your Mind Matter. And it's by Joe Dispenza. Have I
I
read this yet? I have
I
not read it.
Okay, I that's the second time somebody has brought that book to my attention, so I'm taking it as
Really?
a sign.
It's a
Yes,
sign. Hello. But
it as a sign.
if you don't want to read the book, again, Gaia, the
Okay,
channel, he has a show on there called Rewired.
okay,
And what it's about is rewiring your brain. So he actually he was a doctor. He was on a bicycle and was in a terrible accident and was paralyzed. And through meditation, he rewired his brain to tell his body, we can do this. We are capable of healing ourselves, of diseases, of you name it.
yeah.
I wish I would have known all this before my kidney, I didn't, but I do now. And that's one thing I highly recommend. Check out Joe Dispenza. There's other people now teaching the same principles of how you can do this. And again, it's mind over matter. We've heard that all of our lives. I've heard it. I didn't know what exact, I thought of something else, like moving objects, something like that. Another thing I recommend is earthing or grounding.
Yes.
And also sun gazing. So.
Okay. I know like being all up in nature, like I've been chasing waterfalls lately.
I saw one of your videos on that. That is beautiful. Water is the most healing, and water holds the most memory. And so that's why when we go to beaches or we go to water, just even in the frequencies, but what it holds and why it's just so refreshing and purifying and cleansing. It truly is a baptism to your soul. Just being around water, being in water, it's healing. It truly, truly, truly is. So yeah, it's a whole different, another scientific thing we could talk about some other time.
Yes, I know. I got into it the other day with somebody that was talking about how, even if like you can talk, so water, if you talk negatively, like versus positively.
The negative, positive ions, 100%. It's putting frequency into water and then freezing it, or just seeing how it grows this terrible stuff if it's negative, and the beautiful stuff with its positive. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Amazing. Yes, I have definitely done so much healing lately by water. Like I feel like the waterfall that Bernie Falls changed my entire life. I travel all the time. I have always been a traveler, always been, and things have been like, God, I get so excited. Like I'm like a kid at Christmas when I love something, when I get to go do something fun.
Right.
An adventure, go and check out abandoned places, just anywhere. To me, I find it beautiful. Like, and it's a beautiful adventure no matter where it is.
It's fun to explore no matter where. It could be in your own backyard. Well, you know what I mean. Not literally, but you know what I mean.
I'm going to go make a cup of coffee and I'm going to go watch it. Like, these are things that bring my soul so much joy. So I've been a lot of places, experienced a lot of things. And Bernie Falls was the
Where is that at?
It's in California. It's next to like Mount Shasta, Redding area. That's where I was. So I stayed at a place that was just so healing. So like it was like first of all, I met the guy there that owned it, just a great soul. And he goes, I don't know who you are. He was an older guy. He goes, I don't know who you are, but I really love your energy. And I was like,
Aww.
I was like, I have heard that. Thank you. And he was just like, he went on about just like, you don't meet a lot of people with your like energy and stuff.
Right.
He got into like, like little, like he collected, like, so his camp place, his campground is full of like beautiful like statues. He's got like chickens roaming. He has got like tons of angels and different things like that. And so I knew like he was just like very much into like the angels and stuff like that. So of course, like I brought him an angel. I went and found like a statue at like a Dollar General that was an angel, and he was just like, Krystal, you don't even understand what this means to me. Like, thank you, just super cute. And so I stayed there because I had seen for years Bernie Falls was on my list and my bucket list. And so when I walked up to Bernie Falls, I felt something I've never felt before. It was just like, it like hit like a ton of bricks when I seen it. And I was just like, this is the most beautiful thing my eyes have ever seen. And I have seen so much in my life. And I never felt like anything would ever impact me the way that ever did. And I was like, almost like in shock that I guess I was open enough to allow something to hit me the way that did. And I just kind of sat with it and was like, this is something I've never felt. And then once I went into the next day, the next day I was like, well, maybe it's just like waterfalls in general. Like, I couldn't shake what that place meant to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next day, of course, me being who I am, I went waterfall chasing, and I went and did, I think it was like 4 or 5 waterfalls that day. All of them were gorgeous, stunning. I was in all of them. Every waterfall, swimming. I was in like just living my best life.
I love it.
I haven't even gotten there to posting those ones yet. They're just so
wow,
healing. And none of them gave me the same effect as that did. So I woke up the morning before we were leaving, and I said, I'm going to go and have coffee at Bernie Falls and just try to make a sense of why I felt the way I did and see what happened. So I went back then that morning, and just me and my coffee, and it was more emotional than even the first day.
Wow.
And I felt like this is my most favorite place in this entire world. Why? I have no idea. I felt so and I'm telling you, the waterfalls that I seen are like magic waterfalls.
The
and
energy.
This waterfall, Bernie Falls, is confidently my favorite place in this entire world. And I'm leaving that and leaving it because I was on my way to go see caves. In my adventure self.
Yes.
Heading to go so I was like, let me just go have coffee, Bernie Falls style. And then, typically lately I've been in a river having coffee. I've been in seriously in Sequoia drinking coffee. Just any river I could find. Coffee's my favorite. So water, coffee, connected, adventure, love it.
Heck yeah.
So walking, it was very emotional just sitting there and being there's a rainbow in it. And it was just so healing and beautiful and confirming that is my favorite place. Okay, we are back. I lost possibly service. So I brought you outside in nature on an adventure. Maybe that's what you needed. Maybe your soul needed some grounding, some outside vibes. So we're now out in nature, and that's okay. So I was kind of going over the story about being in
waterfalls.
Yeah, Bernie Falls. So I'd seen multiple different waterfalls that just didn't hit the same way that Bernie Falls did. And it seriously just changed me. I felt really bad. I was emotional leaving because I knew I wasn't going to be there for, I know I'm going back. My soul knows I'm going back, but I knew I wasn't going to have a chance to be there when I needed it, I guess. So yes. It was more emotional when I was leaving just the waterfalls. So some places like that, the water, wherever you end up, they truly do bring you this beautiful sense of where you need to be. Maybe right now we needed to be out in nature, and so I needed to be out here, and it was out, and that's okay. There's a lot of cars, that's why I wasn't out here. I don't know how to eliminate, but this is also the perfectly unperfect podcast because I seriously have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to learn.
Doing great. You're doing great. Well, yeah, things happen for a reason, and yeah, we were talking about nature, waterfalls, and how healing they are, and it's interesting that you resonated so deeply with that waterfall. And I'm wondering, my mind's thinking of all different kind of possibilities, scenarios, and what kind of energy is that you really connected to. But I think it's fascinating And we all have those places that we come about in our lives that, yeah. And you know what's so neat is, I mean, like you getting emotional.
And I'm not an emotional person. I've never cried because I've seen something in my entire life.
Really?
Never, 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 never. It was unbelievable. Like,
Wow.
I have never been one that just gets emotional or lets, and I've seen all over. I've been all over.
I wonder
Hawaii,
if
like, I've been to some beautiful places.
it has to be holding some sort of resonance, energy. I wonder if it is high in crystals or something that holds. Well, we were talking about how water
Yes.
holds memory, and it holds. But crystals, you know, hold so
Yep.
much, and we can put energy into those crystals, and we can. Uh, and I'm just wondering if that area, what kind of rocks or minerals, etc., if it's holding something sacred, something special,
Yeah.
or maybe something from Mother Earth that was just really speaking to you. Mhm.
I think so. I think so. Like, it's something I'll never forget. I'll never forget. Never.
I
I
love
never
it.
will forget. It was
I love
amazing.
it.
Like, I can't wait to come back. Like, I know I was just there, like, weeks ago, but I just can't wait to sit there again.
Wow. I don't really have any place like that I've been. I mean, I've been some amazing places that have really spoke to me. Um, Besides from where I live now, I go to the woods to just sit sometimes and ground and soak in some sun and just kind of a meditative state, and contemplate on things, or just to get away from everything, you know. And so that's kind of like I've got a sacred area that I go to, and I've actually dug Native American pottery. In fact, I've got some sitting on my desk right here. This is a piece of Caddo Indian pottery right here. This one actually has part of the lid, but some of them have designs. I know you can't see this, but usually I've got bigger pieces and stuff. I don't know where they are, but oh, here's a bigger piece right there. It's a slightly bigger piece, but that area where I go to kind of sit, meditate, and have my nature time, hug a few trees along the way.
Right? I see some sequoias life changing over there. You can even barely see me. I'm like, you just look at the picture and it looks like just like a tree. Actually, I think I'm wearing this shirt too, and you could barely see me. And I'm
Really,
like hugging it, and I'm like, you can't even see me. I was like, this is beautiful.
I love
It's
it.
like I'm literally hugging a tree. It was
You're
beautiful.
swallowed up by nature,
Hmm.
almost. Um, I'm going to change the subject one more time, if you don't mind.
Love it. Do it.
You were talking about tattoos a while ago. I have no tattoos.
Okay.
And part of that has kept me from getting one was my mother, um, of her deep beliefs and thoughts on that. And I have really been contemplating getting one. Uh, and where would I put that? Um, and I'm thinking of getting a phoenix.
Ooh.
And what I want is, and I may draw it myself and bring it to an artist if I do decide to do this. Um, I'm thinking a phoenix rising, but the flames would be rainbow flames. Right?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Tattoos are fun. I have so many. I want to get tattoos down my back. I mean, once you get the tattoos, once you do that,
I
it's
know everybody keeps telling me once I get that first one. I'm thinking of getting mine right here. I'm not brave
that would
enough yet for my arm, but when I went to Pride, I had a right here. Somebody gave me a dragon tattoo, a little
oh
temporary, and so I had it right there. Or no, I had it right here, and my dad saw it. He's like, "Is that going to be gone before your mom's memorial?" He thought it was real, so I'm probably going to get it somewhere it's just that you know,
I love
the way.
it.
So anyway,
I'm
that's what I
proud of
want to
you.
do.
I'm
Thank you.
proud of you. I'm excited to see what your journey brings, the new beginnings, the new you of being able to be authentically you. I can't wait to see what all comes about.
It's here, and I'm not hiding, and I'm not just in your face with, you know, my followers or my stuff, but I'm not hiding anymore.
You shouldn't, because this world needs to see your beautiful self. So do not hide yourself from the world, because we need you. We need you to be just who you are, the beautiful soul that you are, that you're meant to be on this beautiful journey. Don't hide yourself anymore. Don't shield us. We need to know you. We need to know who you are authentically, because that's what the world needs, and that's why you're here, to be you. Everybody's different. Everybody's got a different shine, a different, you know, purpose in who they are and what they bring to the world. So don't hide it. You don't got time for that. Just be you. We all need you to be who you are. No one can be a better version of you than you.
True.
So we need that. We need you to be just who you are. And I'm so flippin' proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, so proud. Like, I am, like, this conversation, like, this has made, like, because I've been there a little bit with you through some of this, and I'm just like, you're doing it. I'm so proud, so excited to see what you become, and how happy and genuine, and just, I'm excited. I'm here for it. I'm here for this journey with you. I am not going nowhere. I am proud of you, and I'm so excited to be able to be a part of your beginning, like the beginning of your start. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's see. Is there anything else that you would like to tie this all up in as a ending, you know, statement, advice, just something that you feel like you are called to share before saying goodbye?
I would just say, you know, to everyone, is kind of reiterate what you just said. Just keep shining, keep being you. Don't be afraid to hide, because, you know, you're here for a reason and you're meant to shine. So keep shining.
Exactly. Keep shining in this world. The little shines for other people mean more than you could even know. Well, I love that. Thank you, Gypsy, for being
You're
on
welcome.
here.
It's been an honor.
So much.
It's been an honor, and
You have
thank you
been so
for having
beautiful.
me.
Of course, and I could not have chosen, you know, the beautiful souls that have been on here. I'm so glad you are amongst one of them to be on here. So
Thank you.
my heart, my soul is so thankful for you being a part of the Cozy Awakening. It has been a beautiful journey, and would not be as beautiful without you being
You're
a part
so
of it.
welcome. Thank
And
you.
we're going to cheers to a beautiful conversation. I am now working on water because it's already,
My coffee is cold, so I don't have much coffee
ice.
left, but I got my water. But I do have a little coffee. I'll cheers to that.
Perfect.
It's
Well,
cold.
cheers to a beautiful conversation of inspiration and the beautiful journey that you had just come on.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming on today on the Cozy Awakening, and I hope you and everybody else that's joining in and listening just keep shining in this world. The world needs it, and just keep being who you are, because we love that. All right, bye.
Bye.